Hello, my name's Ollie and I'm part of the Rise team. We're just going to do a short video explaining our top tips on how to submit the best possible video interview you can. So the first thing I would say is that we know video interviews aren't always that popular. We totally understand. The reason that we use them is because we think they give a really good indication of how you would perform in the role, and also it gives us a chance to get to know you a little bit better, far better we think than just an application form. So that's kind of why we use them. In terms of the top tips, I would say firstly, you want to make sure that you check your tech. The last thing you want is to absolutely ace the video interview, give perfect answers, only to find that your microphone has been off or your camera's been off. So make sure that you check your tech before you use and before you start the video interview. Secondly, I'd really recommend having a practice to get used to kind of what it's like to speak to camera, things like that. The company that we use for the video interviews are called Shortlister, and they have a function whereby you can have a practice before submitting your actual video interview, so I definitely recommend using that. As you can see, talking to camera, you do stumble sometimes, so definitely recommend using that. Thirdly, I'd say make sure that your environment is nice and clean. So if you're doing it in your room, the last thing we want is any dogs, bears, or pants or whatever. So yeah, make sure that you clean your room, make sure that you're doing it in a nice kind of clean, safe space, and you're ready to start to give your best possible video interview. We often think as well, just having a quick glass of water just by your side is really helpful. So in between takes, whatever, you can just have a sip. Buys you a little bit of time as well if you are kind of stumbling over your words. There you go. Stumbling over your words, you can have a quick sip just to buy you a bit of time. I think probably the most important one is to be yourself. As I said, we're looking to kind of get to know you a little bit better and assess you against the role that you're going for. So allow your character to come through and don't be afraid of kind of, telling us a little bit about yourself. On the same vein, I'd recommend having a look at some kind of different ways of structuring your answer. So the STAR and CARL model are really good. So I definitely recommend having a look at those just to provide you with a little bit of structure to follow with your answers. So those are our top tips. I hope the video interview goes really, really well. And fingers crossed we'll see you at the assessment centre.